Thumbs are up. Testing 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Good evening, ever. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Turn me down a little bit. Then I sound like I'm talking in a box. Why is this like this? Bear with me. Hope everybody's doing all right. So, does this sound all right to y'all? Go to a commercial break, please. We'll be right back, y'all. Don't go nowhere.
If you need your hot dog experience to go to a whole new level, then you need to check out Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, because when it comes to hot dogs, it doesn't get more iconic than Pulliam's. Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue has been in business since 1910, which makes them part of the fabric of the Triad area, and their recipe hasn't changed in 114 years. Same barbecue, same slaw, same hot dogs. Pulliam's is located at 4400 Old Walkertown Road in Winston-Salem, and their hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Come chill at the grill and enjoy yourself with family and friends at Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue.
Hey, my name is Gavin Robbins. Welcome to Robbins Sandblasting.
Hey, I'm Michael Robbins. I'm a third-generation sandblaster. Alongside of my parents, Eddie and Shirley Robbins, we are Robbins Sandblasting. In December of 1954, my grandpa, Buddy Robbins, started Robbins Sandblasting. Over the past 65 years, there have been many cars driven in this driveway. Some have come and gone, others have become friends, but many have become family. With the fourth generation standing here, it's our job to teach them how the rust meets the dust. So from our family to yours, thank you for 65 years.
All right, welcome back to Talking Circles with Chris Carter. My name is Chris Carter. We are live at the Just turn me down, please. Just turn me down. Just down, down, down. That's even there. Well, we're live in Choice Tire and Automotive Studios. We are presented to you by J&T Services. This is my little buddy Bentley Black. Y'all know him. He's been on here many times, and that's our co-host for the whole night. Going to sit in with us. He is the 2025 Bowling Green Stadium Rookie of the Year in the Modified Division, and that, my friend, is a very big deal. And we're going to have now Kyler Kepley. He is a sportsman Rookie of the Year, but he was on the show last week, and so he called in. I was going to have him on anyway. He called today, texted me anyway, and said he couldn't make it. He had work. So we got Brandon Brown, Street Stock Rookie of the Year, and Peanut Baker, who is the Stadium Stock Rookie of the Year, but he is the overall at Bowling Green Stadium. We do a Rookie of the Year. It was between him and Peanut won it. So Peanut's going to be calling in later tonight. Sorry for the beginning. I'm high strung. It just is a problem that we hadn't. With all that being said, this is Andrew's last night, and he has done a fabulous job for us here at Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services, and we're live at the Choice Tire and Automotive Studios. Andrew is a new father, and he's got a lot going on, and I've got a new one, John Cox, who I am happy to say, y'all, we are now, no, we're not live on it, but if you ever want to go back, like Grandpa wants to listen to Bentley in a week or so, you can go to Spotify, anything, any podcast platform you can go to. Apple, is it Apple? Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google, Amazon, China, Russia, Indonesia, Afghanistan, one of them Iraqi babies. All right, it's time to be really serious. For those who don't know or that do know, if Andrew, if you could put that up for me. I want to, it's almost like every week we start a show, y'all, and hey, everybody that said hey. It's almost like we have to talk about someone passing away, and some very very good friends of mine that's their family. I've been to Christmas events with them, Christmas, Thanksgiving, after the coma. Daniel Harrison, I went to stay with him. Him and his wife Angel was kind enough to let me stay there and recover and get my ducks in a row. Same thing when I had a hip replacement. I went to Daniel's, and that whole family, the Harrison family has been good to me. They were the first sponsor of Talking Circles with Chris Carter. And if you look down in the corner, there's a picture of him. And this Sunday, they'll have the memorial service for Ricky. He passed away last Thursday, and I think Daniel told me yesterday, 12:08, something like that. He had a bad fall a week prior, and he fell, and things went downhill from there. And just within a week, y'all, he was gone. So that's just how quick things can happen. But once again, Ricky Harrison's the father of Daniel Harrison, Philip Harrison. He's the Daniel and Philip's mom, Miss Joni's husband, their sister Sonny, and all the grandkids and everybody else. Tyler Hill, Tyler is Philip's son. Then you got Blake and Austin and Morgan on Daniel's side. So that whole Alyssa, she's my girl. But that whole family, I'm not going to ramble much more, but they mean a lot to me. And I just wanted to, this whole show that we're doing tonight is going to be in memory and in honor of Ricky Harrison. And once again, y'all go to the H&H Auto Repair Facebook page and scroll down, or it's I do their page, so it's the only thing, the last post on the service will be next Sunday, Blues Creek at the Cowboy Church, so all the information is there. So Daniel, Philip, Miss Joni, and everybody else, I love y'all. Thank you for being so kind and welcoming me into y'all's family like y'all have. And as always, y'all have been in my thoughts and prayers, and everybody out there. Y'all remember them in your prayers and thoughts. Golly, it's almost every week, y'all. So what's been going on? And let's talk about something first. I forgot my phone call's at 7:15, but you're that guy. You're in here with us. Bentley went to Dillon. So I'm gonna tell y'all a story. What's that man's name that finished third, Bentley?
Greg Tumbleson.
Is that it, Ashley? So you know how you always have a jackleg at a racetrack? Bentley didn't know I was going to do this. But anyway, they was already complaining about my little 13-year-old buddy here when he was going to, even before this kid got there, they were already, there's door panel, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, he's already having issues just a little bit. Hold on. We got to make sure Grandma and everybody can see you. Hold on. All right. Where is Tiffany? I wonder if she's in here yet. Anyway, so they were complaining about Bentley. And I'm worse than a woman, ain't I, y'all? Don't lie. They were complaining about doors and something, the panels and what, how that people do. And so this guy already had a issue with Bentley. Jealousy is what I call it. But what's his name again?
Greg Tumbleson.
Oh, Greg Tumbleson. Anybody know him? Y'all tell him to watch this little segment. How he's getting our Jackleg of the Week award. Oh, Greg, what's his name?
Greg Tumbleson.
Greg Tumbleseed. Oh, Tumbleson. Anyway, I ain't going to get real deep in it. Always remember to sweep your porch, Greg, before you start talking about somebody else's porch being dirty, because they could have got you too, boy. All right, there it is. There's my mean moment of the night. I hope everybody is doing well. We've got a good show on hand for y'all. Thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in. I was lost last Saturday, not being able to go to the stadium, but let me tell y'all where I was really lost. I don't even know why I'm wearing this Alabama hat today, Ethan. Do you watch football?
No.
You was racing, wasn't you? You was at Carteret.
I was at Carteret enjoying the beach. I wasn't watching no football.
That's most racers. That's what they say. Well, I was, and I think there's like 3 windows that's got to be replaced. 1 TV screen. The remote's broke. 3 glasses. What else did I break? A lot of stuff. Eventually, I went berserk. Alabama got beat by Florida State. No, I didn't go to church Sunday, but actually, I went to the plaza and ate breakfast with Daniel and the whole family, everybody. So I'm telling you, I'm the third wheel there. I was the only non-family member there eating with them. That's why I love them. But anyway, my Alabama, I'm admitting it to everybody that my team lost. They got beat by a team that's way better than they were last year. Gus Malzahn being the offensive coordinator for Florida State, who used to kick Alabama's rear end as the head coach of Auburn. But I just didn't like, and if Susan, I ain't got to say it, you already, Susan. I might be saying go Dogs before long. But anyway, yeah, I'm just admitting my team got beat. They played soft. That's not the way that Alabama football is supposed to be. My buddy A.J. McCarron said it. It's just a different vibe. It's just something ain't right. So I'm going to tell you real quick whether you want to hear it or not. The problem is that piece of crap coach, Kellen DeBoer. He is soft. He's made this team soft. He's from the freaking University of Washington up there where all those soft people are anyway. So, yeah, but maybe we'll come back. Bubba's About Broke podcast. Y'all make sure y'all tune into them, man. There's a good group of guys. Bubba, hope everybody over there at y'all's way is doing right. As always, thank you for tuning in. You talk about a good group of guys. Y'all need to have Bentley on, man. Any of my guests you want, you just, So anyway, who is your favorite NASCAR driver, Ethan?
I like, he's not been good, but my second favorite, I'd probably say Kyle Larson. I mean, he's probably one of the best in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely one of the best in the world. I'd have to say him. I kind of like how Kyle Busch.
Yeah. Who's your favorite? I mean, you've talked about this before. Who's your favorite?
Probably Carson Hocevar and Alex Bowman.
I do like Noah Gragson too.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He really is. So, Chase Briscoe, y'all. I'm sticking to my guns and saying Denny Hamlin's going to win the championship this year. Kyle Busch finished 7th. Then he finished Kyle Busch finished 8th. Denny Hamlin finished 7th. Kyle Busch come from like the back, like had to really drive that race car to finish where he finished. I've always been a big Kyle Busch fan. But I think that Chase Briscoe's the one to watch.
He's good. Since he's gotten that 19 car, he's good.
Did you happen to see Connor Zilich at Portland on the road course in the last few laps?
No.
Did you see that?
No.
So there's a rule with the chicane, he went through, didn't go around. The rules for the Xfinity Series, there's not a penalty for that. You don't have to stay. If it was Cup and he was at Watkins Glen or something and you cheated, went through whatever, the race car has to stop. You stop your race car and then you just go from there, right? But anyway, Connor Zilich, what do you think about him, Ethan?
Oh, man. I think since he got in that Xfinity car and won that race, he's really good. He's came up through the ranks. I think ran Cars Tour for a little bit, and then he got in that Xfinity ride for Junior, and he's really good. Really surprising too. Even watching him run late models, I think I watched him run at Wilkesboro somewhere. I mean, he's really talented. Another one that I think is going to go up that way is probably Landon Lewis. I think he's pretty good. Now his driving style some people might not like it, but
as long as that driving style doesn't involve my 15-year-old wheelman Tristan McKee, yeah. But what he done at that, let's make a hole. I ain't splitting hairs with nobody about it. He went to the bottom and he did what $50,000. I get it. My boss is Kevin Harvick. I get it.
Man, $50,000 is a lot of money.
I'm dead serious. I get it. I get it.
He was trying to win, but I think everybody was. I think he's just really aggressive.
Not this Thursday, but the next Thursday, I'll be at Bristol for the ARCA race on pit road with Tristan McKee. So he's going places. So
Tristan McKee's definitely going places since he got in that ARCA ride. Where did he win at? Where was it at?
Watkins Glen.
Yeah, wasn't that like his first race?
Yes, and I was listening to one of our shows, like it was the third. We had 3 races left, and I was listening on the Spotify, actually. Just, you want to make sure you clean stuff up and all that, or whatever, the delays, what have you. That's going to be terrible the way I started this show. But anyway, it's all good. Yeah.
He's really good.
I said that on that show, Tristan was going to be racing. I said, I'm not saying the kid's going to win or not, but I'm saying he will be in contention for the win. And by golly, he won it. Now, I can't remember, who's the guy that, Brent Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
Brent Cruz had it won. Tristan had no chance other than something happening to Brent Cruz's car. And that's what happened. But always remember, when it says winner at Watkins Glen, it ain't no asterisk. It said that Brent Cruz broke down or nothing. So there you go. All right, we're going to talk some racing with my little buddy Bentley. All right, Bubba's About Broke podcast said we'll be at Bristol September 11th. Jackson McLaurin Racing host of Bubba's About Broke podcast and the number 95. Man's Motorsports, Toyota, ARCA Menards. Y'all come on out and cheer him on. Well, you just heard where I stand with this ARCA race and all because I'm going to be with Tristan McKee, but I will cheer on your man. I will be seeing y'all. We'll do some video and stuff together and have a good time. Thank you for sharing that Bubba's About Broke podcast. So, yeah, thank you so much. All right, let's talk about Bentley's racing. And was you aware going to Dillon, did your mom or your dad, Tony, say, now, Bentley, they're already complaining about you, baby? Did any of that go on?
Not while we was going up, but when we got there staying in our hotel, we was looking at Facebook, and then.
That's when you should have said, Mama, let's call Chris Carter.
Yeah, but we barely had any service up there at South Carolina.
Really? Them Russians is taking over everywhere we go, Bentley. I'm telling you, it's a bad deal. So, yeah, you went there and you seen Facebook. People already talking about you in a way that they were. So what happens when they were threatened? They'd already seen what you've done. You won a championship at Caraway at such a young age, and they knew you were becoming one of the best around in this whole southeast region, North Carolina, South Carolina, whatever, at driving one of these Crown Vics. And this, what's his name?
Greg Tumbleson.
Oh, Greg Tumbleson Tumbleweed didn't like it. It was going to rain on his parade more than likely, so he wanted to start because he builds Crown Vics too. Where's your mama? Is she? You're now going to be the most hated kid anywhere you go because that loudmouth podcast guy. No, it's the truth, man. It is the absolute truth. They were bothered by the fact that you're 13. You're going to come up there. They knew that you was going to give them a run for their money. You're 13. How do you even let that bother you at all, or you just laugh?
No, I just go up there and put it on them.
Y'all heard that, didn't you? They put it on them. Putting it on them. Oh, BB, Bentley Black. Ethan, have you seen him race?
Yeah, I've seen him race a lot. I think his first year, I went and watched him at Caraway one night. I think I was running legend cars, and I saw him. I'm like, dude, how is he so good? Like, he was like scraping the wall all the way down the front stretch. Like, he wasn't scraping it, but he was just perfect. Like, just really good car control, and I was really surprised. I'm like, man, he's gonna be like his dad because his dad's really good too.
Right.
And Tony's a really good, excellent late model driver, and I think Bentley's probably gonna go that path too. Watching him race recently.
So, for those of y'all know the line around the racetrack, most anyway. Bentley will come off of 4 up on that wall, and this cell phone might fit between that right side and that wall. That way that boy drives that car. So anyway, all these people at Dillon, they know that you're coming. You and your mom and your dad, y'all go. You don't hardly have no phone service. You stopped at Little Mexico. Was that on the way back or on the way there?
That was on the way there.
So y'all stopped in Little Mexico, almost got robbed 6 times, and stayed in a haunted hotel at south of the border, whatever it's called. Real adventurous trip, and y'all get down there, and people, you see Facebook and all. Let's take it from there. You qualified P2, is that correct?
P2.
All right, so did they just race one feature, right? How many laps?
One feature. We was really tight in qualifying.
We just didn't want to turn for you, did it?
Nah.
So you qualify, cars tight, then what happens?
We went to the race, rode around till 6 laps to go, and I put the bumper to the man and drove past him.
What's his name?
It wasn't Greg. It was somebody.
Oh, it wasn't
else.
Turnip Seed? Oh, he was behind you. I forgot. Greg Turnip Bun or whatever his name is was behind you. So the other guy, the other old big dog at Dillon, right? What was his name?
I don't know.
We're going to call him Country Joe. Bet your mama's fixing to tell us. Oh, Country Joe was in first.
Maybe Leonard or something, I think.
Oh, Howard Leonard was in the lead with that 13-year-old Bentley Black coming. And Bentley Black gave him one of them little nice, friendly Bowman Gray bumps. And it got loose, and the car does this, and the car does that, and the car does this. And, you know, when you're doing a car, and, well, especially in a legend car, you being a hell of a legend car driver, you know how when you know you cannot save this race car, hold on, Betsy, but then you all of a sudden save it. It's kind of one of them things. Run. Bentley goes on, wins the race. Old Joe Turnip Seed, Turnip Bun, is complaining about this kid and them doors. And then what?
Then we just went through tech, loaded up, and went home with a trophy. Had to add
Oh,
weight.
yeah, before the race.
Before the race, we had to
So
add weight.
Joe Turnip Seed complained so much that they added weight to this kid's car. That made him a little upset. And Joe, what? What's his name, the leader? Huh? Oh, Howard Leonard. There's going to be a little weight in my boy's car here. And so there you go. The rest is history. Bentley went on to win. And all that complaining is just good for nothing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Showed them, didn't you?
Yeah.
When's your next race, Bentley?
I think we race Ace. When was it? November 1st, then we race Caraway after.
So his next race is November 1st?
Yeah.
Maybe Caraway in October. Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. I wish we was going to Carteret with me.
Yeah, they should put the Crown Vics back in the schedule.
Tell Tommy Neal. Tell him. Tell Tommy Neal. I'll tell him for you. Put the Crown Vics on the schedule, Tommy Neal, for this kid and those other kids and the big adult kids and Joe Turnipseed and everybody. He's going to be mad if he ever hears this thing.
I'll just send them the video on Facebook.
You never know who you messing with. Power that microphone. All right. So anyway, so you did good. You won. You're going to race. You got about 2-3 more races. Timothy Walter, thank you. Well, we're using Andrew's setup now. We were trying that strictly, but we was looking at the frames per second and everything. We think we about got it figured out. So it's all good. Thank you, Timothy. Yeah, and this in here, well, I thought I was going to have a nervous breakdown starting the show. I left some things out when we started, guys. I got to go to my notes. All right. Oh, yeah. We've almost covered all of it. At Carteret County Speedway, not this weekend, but the next, the Bowman Gray Sportsmen and the Street Stocks are going to go there. And this is always a good time. I didn't go last year, but I'm going. I'll be announcing there. Also, the Grand National Super Series is there. It's going to be good to see Bob and Miss Patty Shack, my buddy Jeremy Mayfield. I've had some good times at Carteret County with Mayfield. We really have. Most of y'all that know, I used to announce there regularly, and I've got a lot of good friends there, and I'm looking forward to going to Carteret County. So that's not this weekend, but the next weekend. Bowman Gray Stadium, Sportsmen and the Street Stocks are going to be competing at Carteret County Speedway, as well as the Grand National Super Series. And the Grand National Super Series, they put on some really good shows. They've got a good thing going on, and that's old cup cars in the 2000s. It's just like the same SB2 engines and all that. Sounds like a real race car.
The ones at Dillon, it was like a original Tony Stewart car.
Did you drive it?
Nah.
Dang it! You should have, huh?
Yeah.
You'd hit the wall?
No, I didn't. The Tony Stewart car, he probably should have got out and threw his helmet at somebody.
Also, this hood I got for Brad Arnold, 3 Doors Down. To everybody that signed it, thank you so far. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it at Steve's 5 Point Stern Auto. I hadn't told him this. Or H&H Auto, one of the two. And that way, if somebody just happens to be in the area and wants to sign it, I'd like to get it filled up. We're almost fat. It's almost filled up, ain't it, John? It's pretty full. So we'll have to get it to you to sign. And John was going to bring it today, but I just don't want it, just leave it anywhere. Justin Cummins donated that hood. We're going to get that to Brad Arnold or make a video for him, whatever. He'll see it. He'll get it regardless. I have to talk to our buddy Justin Walker back home. Also, wearing glasses is annoying. Davie County Classic. This is Extreme Rodeo on September 27th. Gates open at 5 p.m. September 27th at 7 p.m. Gates open at 5. Bull riding, ladies barrel racing, kids mutton busting, live music by Soundcraft. You can follow all this on Facebook. For entry information, contact Edge Livin, EDGELIVIN 777 at gmail.com. So the Davie County Classic Extreme Rodeo, 151 Southwood Drive in Moxville, September the 27th. That kind of looks fun, don't it? Would you do that?
Nah.
Ethan, would you ride a bull?
Yeah.
I believe
I don't know if I would ride it, but I mean, probably get thrown off before I could actually get on it. But
have you ever seen Rufus the Bull on TikTok?
Oh,
Y'all,
yeah.
if you do TikTok or Facebook, go look up Rufus the Bull. One day I'm gonna get one of them wild hairs. I'm gonna get my number 83 Bravada, and I'm gonna drive to Arkansas and go see Rufus in person. Yeah, oatmeal cookies. Yeah, I want to hug that bull so bad.
That's the red one, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you got Redford, his brother's cousin. All them bulls are. It's in the family. I don't get it, but yeah, they're funny. The bull's funny. He's got a character.
You
He's
can come hug her donkey. We got a donkey.
Can I? I can hug the donkey. Huh? The donkey eat out of my hand. What about the pigs?
The pigs, yeah.
Will the pigs let me hold them?
The big ones won't, but the babies will.
Oh yeah. What else I got? Chickens?
Yeah, chickens.
Can I come get a chicken one day and let it ride my car with me?
Yeah, go to our shop.
I can take the chicken riding with me.
Yeah.
Like go to Circle K and get out with a big dip of snuff in my lip, and that chicken in my hand.
Yeah.
This is what's his name?
Whatever you want them to be.
Okay. This is my chicken, whatever you want him to be. This is my service chicken.
Or you can bring Jasmine,
Who's Jasmine?
our turkey.
Y'all got a turkey? Can I hold it?
Yeah.
There's somebody's phone not on silent. John's getting his first strike, y'all. Phone not on silent during the show. All right, so this is we have this is he's gonna stick in with us for a little bit. So this was our Cam's Corner brought to you by Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, kind of sort of segment where we have the kids, but it's almost like he's not even a guest no more. He can come in and make a sandwich. He didn't bring me donuts. I'm upset about that, but I got over it really quick. And we're gonna have I think Brandon Brown's calling at 7:35. Yeah. And then we'll have Peanut Baker, and then like from 8:20 on, we're gonna let Ethan talk what he's got going on. He was telling me talking a while ago when I was in there, and he was making him a vodka and cranberry.
No. No.
I'm lying, y'all. I know you probably got grandparents or something watching. I'm lying. I'm just being. Y'all already see him silly. What's his name? Dan Turnip Seed.
Greg Tumbleson.
Oh, Greg Thompson. What?
Greg Tumbleson, Bobby Tumbleson's brother, I think.
They're Dillon Speedway Crown Vic racers, huh?
That's the first time Crown Vics has been to Dillon.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So you're the inaugural winner.
Yeah.
Why didn't y'all tell me that prior to this? At Carteret County.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that on the microphone. All right, we're going to take a commercial break, and we are going to be right back. I love all y'all. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to be right back. Please don't go nowhere. Commercial break.
Always tell you what to do. Can't keep up with all the bullshit they're throwing your way. Always looking for the easy way. Now they're walking over you. Yeah. Never felt so damn frustrated. You're just wasting my time.
Ever Ready Mix Concrete has been in business for 40 years, and they can handle any and all of your concrete needs, whether big or small. They can do it all. Located at 2000 Old Highway 421 East in Yadkinville, North Carolina, Ever Ready Mix Concrete, they're family owned and operated, and for a free quote, give David Adams a call at 336-961-6688.
People can trust me to detail their vehicles because I've been doing it for years. I've worked on stuff from $1,000 all the way up to $100,000, but at the end of the day, you still gotta live up to the same standard. I put love and care into every vehicle. I just want to make sure my customer's happy because I like getting everything. I mean, every crack, every cranny, anything I can get. I really just want it to be squeaky clean. I know how I want my ride to look like at the end of the day, and I should do the same thing to yours.
At H&H Auto Repair, no job is too big or too small. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, they can do it all. From oil changes to engine swaps to North Carolina inspections, H&H Auto Repair is your one-stop auto shop. Located at 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, right next to Tickle Pink Convenience Store, stop by and see Daniel and Philip Harrison and tell them old CC sent you. That's H&H Auto Repair, 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem.
Welcome back, Talking Circles, presented by J&T Services. We are live at the Joyce Tire and Automotive Studios. My name's Chris Carter. This is my little buddy Bentley Black. My buddy Ethan Trull, 16, right? Still, you ain't done
Still
change.
16.
Still 16. Last time we had him, talked to him, 16 years old, Rookie of the Year in the modified division at Bowman Gray Stadium. Coming up next, we are going to talk to Brandon Brown. He is the driver of the number 9 Street Stock Rookie of the Year. Brandon Brown, how are you, buddy?
Doing good, man. How about yourself?
Well, I'm still fat, still happy. You know, my little buddy Bentley, he outrun old Joe Turnipseed up there down there at Dillon. It's been a good show so far. Man, look, you just kind of hung around, had a good time driving a race car, and here you are. You're going to be awarded the Rookie of the Year in the Street Stock Division at Bowman Gray Stadium. How's that do for you, man?
Yeah, it's definitely something to be proud of. We, you know, it was a long season, but did a lot of learning. Got a lot of learning left to do, but it was a blast. It was expensive. It was fun. It was real. It was everything everybody says it is and more.
When I was stalking you on Facebook, I noticed that you was at 311. What'd you race when are you more of a dirt guy coming to asphalt, Brandon?
Yeah, the first race car, quote unquote, I ever drove was a U car. It's a 4-cylinder front wheel drive deal, and I ran it at 311 for 2 years, I believe. And last year it was open. We were the track champions in the U car division. So it's a night and day difference to what goes on at Bowman Gray. But that was really my first kind of introduction into racing, and then you know, came to the stadium and seen what that was all about. Total turnaround, night and day difference, but it's all racing. It's all a lot of fun.
Did you race at 311 when I announced there? I think it was 2019, right after the Coleman. Yeah, 2019. Me and Jonathan Brown did the Red Dirt Rumble. Was you there that year?
I believe so. Yeah, 2019's when I won the
championship, huh?
Championship in the U-Car.
I thought so.
Yeah, I think that was the last year they ran, I believe.
Yeah, that's when Mike full up. Now they're talking. That's all they do is talk. But anyway, yeah. So I knew the name. I've said it before outside of Bowman Gray, and when I seen the picture today, I'll put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, I used to have a good time. I would sit on the side of the tower up there where you walk in at and do a candy drop and throw kids and act like I was back in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. Good times at 311. What on God's green earth, Brandon Brown, possessed you to go to Bowman Gray Stadium and race a street stock? What's the thought? What brought you from racing what you was racing at 311 on dirt to? I mean, I know the track closed down, and you're kind of limited even back then with dirt racing in this area. But what did somebody come along and say, "Hey man, let's go race Bowman Gray"? How did that come about? Tell us that story.
Yeah, so it was a couple different things. You know, like you said, it's kind of hard to go run dirt when you live around Winston-Salem. You're looking at, you know, hour and a half, 2-hour drives to get to a track now that 311's closed down. So Bowman Gray was really convenient for me. I live probably 15 minutes from the track, and the shop's probably 10 minutes from the track. So really convenient. That was one of the bigger factors. And My uncle, he ran in the Street Stock Series back in 2008, I believe it was. And, I was a lot younger at the time, but I remember him, unloading the car out of the trailer, and, they ran the six cylinders back then. And I remember him getting in it and firing it up, and it was just screaming, and, going to the track and seeing him make laps. It was just something special about it. You can't really nail down what Bowman Gray's about until you just go over there and do it, and then you just kind of get it. So that was real special to me, and he's a real big supporter of mine, and he was kind of pushing me to go that direction, and we found us a car and started working on it, and there we were.
What is your now? What do you think after you've done it, seen the fans? I'm sure you've been flipped off a time or two and whatever, just because people like to do that. What's your overall input about Bowling Gray Stadium after being there?
Yeah, it's definitely a show for sure. I mean, it's entertainment, but there's a lot of racing that goes on. I think that kind of gets lost in the entertainment because there's so much entertainment, but there's a lot of hard racing that goes on, and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that goes into, just trying to make laps and finishing a race, trying to win a race, and just, there's a lot of stuff to Bowman Gray that I think gets lost in all the hoopla and the wrecking people and just everything that goes along with Bowman Gray. But that is kind of one of the things that makes Bowman Gray great. It's just something about that track you can't really describe, and it's got me hooked pretty bad. I'm definitely going to be back next year, and just the roller coaster that track takes you through, man. We've had really good nights and we've had really bad nights, but all in all, it's just something that makes you want to come back Saturday and do it again.
Brandon, they had, I guess, 5 weeks before the season ended. Things kind of started taking a turn at Bowman Gray. Whether it depends on what you ask, whether it was bad or good. I'm not going to split hairs or to even talk about that tonight. I'm not. And as things started to change, and there's a lot going on in the sportsman division. Uh, did you look at that as a good thing or a bad thing, or it doesn't matter to you? Let's just race, boys.
Yeah, I think it was. I think whatever they do, I think they need to stick to. I think it's hard to say, we're going to run 10 races and y'all do this, but then, we're going to start stepping in and saying you got to do this way, and kind of enforcing stuff that hadn't been enforced in God knows how long. So I think whatever they do, they just need to be consistent in doing it, and stick to their guns. And either way, it doesn't bother me, heads or tails, whatever way they decide to go. If they really want to crack down, or if they really just kind of want to let it go like it's been going all these years, just whatever they do, I think they need to be consistent in it, and make sure they stick to their guns with whatever rules and rulings they go with.
I'm gonna say hey to my buddy Randy Armstrong, who is also an Alabama Crimson Tide fan. Randy, I need you to gather the boys up. I need you to go from Tennessee down to Tuscaloosa and deal with this. Okay, please, thank you. So I am going to say this about that. I've talked to a lot of people about this: drivers, fans, sponsors, engine builders, body hangers, shop guys, spring guys. I've talked to a lot of people about all this, and they would say, well, if they let us know, and if they let us know what is expected, then I would come back, Brandon, and say, well, they don't know you nothing. They don't have to tell you anything. I mean, and they don't in a way. But then I got to thinking of today, actually, because I was thinking about what I was going to talk about with Ethan and Bentley and you and Peanut. Then I got to thinking football. In the NFL, if there's a rule change, they'll let you know. They explain it to a T. Basketball, same thing. Baseball, we're going to have a pitch clock now. You're only going to have 30 seconds, whatever it is in baseball. And so I look at all this other stuff. Then I look at NASCAR. And, it's almost under the impression that sometimes they know and sometimes they don't know. Do you feel that Bowman Gray Stadium owes any drivers out there, hey, boys, this is what we're doing? Or should we? Let me back up, Brandon. I think it's only right, the way things has been done in the past, that the powers that be, it all trickles down from the top, that they get words like, "Hey guys, this is what we're going to be doing this year. We're going to be checking tires. We're going to be checking. You're going to have to drop oil pans several times this year. Just don't know when." I think if they would just let everybody know this is what expected, I think it's going to make better racing at Bowman Gray. As long as they don't go changing a bunch of stuff and people have to go spend a lot of money. Um, I think that it could be good in the long run. I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think as long as they just stay true to what they're doing and whatever they're doing, make sure everybody knows, loud and clear, and there's no kind of, nobody gets left out, and everybody knows what's up. Keep everything on the up and up, and just kind of take it from there.
Here's what they should do, Brandon, Ethan, you Bowman Gray guys, and you're going to be a Bowman Gray boy one day, at least one race. His mama's over there throwing something at me. No, I'm picking. Regardless of what they do, if you're having fun, that's all that matters. That's the only thing that matters at the end of the day is that they do it right, let you know, hey boys, this is what we're doing. I think it'll be Ethan, let me ask you something. You being the first year at Bowman Gray, you went from a dadgum. I was telling John in here earlier, I really feel like I've said on the show numerous times, and to you too, Brandon, is that, you just told me how you got involved with this. Well, I know a little bit about Ethan here. He went through the ranks and driving a legend car. I think every driver, I think Bentley should do a year in a legend car. I think Bentley should go from a Crown Vic to a legend car, me personally. If I was his agent, don't shake your head, boy. I'm talking right now, and I'm your agent. You just be quiet and listen. We're going to get rich. Don't listen. We're going to put Bentley.
Bentley actually bought my first legend car from me.
Why are you shaking your head? No, Bentley.
I never drove it, said no to it, but if anybody has a legend car, I'll definitely go race them at the shootout.
So if I was his agent, I would Crown Vic, some legend car. Crown Vic, some Brandon Brown. Ethan over here went from a legend car to a 630 horsepower modified on 10-inch tires at Bowman Gray Stadium around a football field. That's a transition. We're going to let him talk about this, but Brandon, the transition for you as a driver from that dirt front-wheel drive car to Bowman Gray Stadium racing around that football field, that's just, how do you explain that one from a racer's terms in a street stock?
It's just one of those things at the stadium. I think you just got to get in the car and go do it before you really just grasp what it is. Because even some of the guys that help me on the team, they try to talk me through how to drive or, give me their input on what I should or shouldn't be doing on the track. And I'm like, man, it's just, you get in and drive and you see what it's like, it's just kind of one of those deals, but totally different from what I was doing on dirt. I mean, just absolute night and day difference. Couldn't be. I mean, some of the competitiveness is the same. You're still racing around guys. You want to win. You want to do the best you can. You want to stay out of trouble. But as far as drivability of the car, it's just completely different. And I feel like that track in general. I haven't ran many asphalt tracks, and well, as a matter of fact, Bowman Gray being the only one that I've ran. But I feel like that's just kind of a one-off track that you just kind of gotta go do before you can really understand what it's about. It's hard to put into words.
It's almost like being from the coast where I'm from, trying to explain to y'all that ain't never. I know some people that's never been in a hurricane. I'm talking about like in Katrina. You're trying to explain to people about a hurricane. You're like, well, it's just hard to explain unless you do it. Same thing. Ethan, any words of wisdom that you could give Brandon on his second year next year? Because you're in a 2 divisions up.
Words of wisdom. I don't know, honestly. He's a street stock guy. I've practiced some of my friends' street stocks cars and late models and stuff, but you just really got to be aggressive. Like, you can't, like, over there, you just have to be aggressive, and then you just got to go up to the guy after the race and apologize. I mean, you've really just got to do everything in your power to get to the front, and I like to say passively aggressive and just ride. But also, when you see their heads start leaning over in the seat, you gotta let them know you're there. You gotta start going. Definitely, being aggressive can change a night. You can ride or you can be aggressive and go to the front. And this year I tried to pay a lot of respect for my first year and drive with respect because, I've always looked up to most of those guys I've raced with. The Myers, I've always, I used to watch the shows and stuff. So I tried to respect them. And, I got a lot of comments back. I was talking to Jason at the beach and he was like, man, thank you for not running me over this year. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm not used to that, considering this is my first year at the stadium. It's just a whole different type of racing. Like he said, it's just completely different. If he goes from a stadium to a different track, he's going to be like, this is kind of boring. If he's in a regular car.
Yeah, that's even as a spotter. You can talk about them and everything from the spotter to the crew chief. It's just happens so fast. I will say this: I talk, as you know, or you should know, I talk to a lot of modified drivers. A lot. You've earned your keep. You've earned their respect. You have driven, in my opinion, even Riley and Slate having that little deal, that's two young kids. What better could we have done is had you in the mix with all three of y'all trying to get a win. And once again, all three of y'all have been on this show. I support y'all, but people are talking about, and the other two too, that you three have been very respectful in the way you race, and that will come back to your advantage. I promise. You know this. Brandon Brown, man, I want to talk when I was once again stalking your Facebook page and stalking you today. I seen you have a business, man. I want you to take this opportunity to tell everybody what you do, man. Let's promote that business you got. This is your business. Is this correct?
Yeah. So I've got a automotive shop in Winston. It's called BBR Automotive, right over here off of Griffith Road, and we do anything with the engine, just about cars, trucks, diesel, forklifts. I mean, if it can be worked on, we work on it. And just have recently started doing it full time. Was kind of just one of those side hustles. I also drive a tow truck for Daniel Davis Towing. So, but just focusing over here at BBR full time. It's coming along. We anybody out there needs anything done, brakes, engine swaps, transmission swaps. I mean, if it can be done to a car, we can do it or know somebody who can. So, yeah, y'all check us out. We're on Facebook, 300 Salem Creek Drive, BBR Automotive.
There you go. Y'all go check him out on Facebook. And I always say this: y'all give Brandon Brown a follow as well, and his business BBR on Facebook. Just simply, it don't cost a dime to go support somebody. Whether you believe, y'all say this over and over. And Ethan, I watch your TikToks. I'll pay attention to what a lot of y'all younger guys are doing and girls. And it's your social media is kicking pretty good too, buddy. But Brandon, before we go, I'd like you to take the. I know there's a lot of people that's involved in what you do. I will say this though, buddy. I haven't. I'd come and say hey and passing through and all, and I haven't really like met you or. Well, let me back up. You going to Carteret County next week?
I'm not going to make it, unfortunately. I'm going to try to go down there and watch the race, but I think we're going to go to Tri-County on the 20th. I think K-Train's trying to put together a race there. So, unfortunately, we're not going to make it to Carteret, but hopefully on the 20th we'll be at Tri-County with the Street Stocks.
Well, I want to help promote that too as well. I wasn't even aware of that, but Kevin can get on the show and talk about that. But anyway, okay, well, yeah. I will say this about Brandon real quick. It's not like in some of these street stock you got this crowd, this crowd, this crowd, this crowd, this crowd. You're kind of neutral in all that. You just kind of stay to yourself. You and your guys. You go to. I watch you at practice. I watch you at practice in the evening. I call races, and I like it. You stay to yourself. You go and have a good time. You race your car. You don't disrespect people. It's kind of like I was saying about Ethan. But much respect for you, buddy, and your whole team and everybody involved. Because I will say this: anytime I've passed by and waved or said hey, everybody's been very friendly, and that also goes a long way with a lot of people. If you would take this time to thank family, friends, and sponsors.
Yeah. So for sponsors, Jonathan Chappell and Lindsay with Fortress Roofing, they've really helped us out a lot this year. Mark's Used Auto Parts out of Lexington. They've been a big help to us. Studio Hour Photography out of High Point. They've come on board and really helped us when they could. As far as crew guys go, I guess you could call him the crew chief, Tim Clem. He's not on social media or anything, but he's always there when I need him and one of my biggest supporters. Special thanks to him. Colton, shout out to you. Jay, he's moved mountains trying to get us some T-shirts for everybody with the car on it. He's been a really big help, really big supporter. Spencer Martin, Speed Barn Innovations, he's really played a big part in helping get our car on the right track and making it turn left. So big shout out to him, and really just all the veteran drivers over there that's really been kind and, had some helping words for me and advice and things they do and things they stay away from. Let's see. Have to thank Daniel Davis Towing. They're not on the car, but they kind of silently help me with anything I need. If I need a car towed, I think one night we had to have it roll back off the track, and he doesn't charge me a dime for the towing. So big shout out to him and everything he does over there. Rodney Beeman Wholesales. He's kind of another one of those silent supporters. We didn't get him on the car this year, but he's been a real big help to me and everything that I've wanted to do. As far as family, my soon-to-be wife, we're getting married in October. Casey, she's been a really big supporter of me.
Ask her if I can sing at y'all's wedding. Yeah,
absolutely. We were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, I'll be your singer and what's her name?
Casey Adair.
Let Miss Casey know that I'll sing like something really, really cool, but like rock and roll, like "Home Sweet Home" by Motley Crue or something by the Rolling Stones. Anyway, go ahead, buddy. Congratulations on that in October. That's just right around the corner. That's a big deal. Congratulations to both of y'all on that, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's coming up fast. That's a lot of stuff to plan and get done, but we're working on it. But of course, all my family and friends. I've actually got a little fan section that's down in turn 1. They hang over the wall every week and come by the pits and really big supporters. Thanks. Shout out to all those guys.
That's the Camo Boys.
Yeah, man, that's a rowdy bunch, but they're probably my biggest supporters down there at the track.
Man, these guys, I seen them on TikTok. Listen, let me tell you this real quick, Brian. I seen it on TikTok, and I'm like, well, I wonder why I haven't never. But unless I'm watching y'all, I don't really look at the people down there in turn 1. But I seen on TikTok, I'm like, check this out. So then I seen them again on TikTok, and I'm like, you know what? I want to give these guys. So I told them on TikTok, I said, I'm going to give y'all a shout out on the mic. And of course, they didn't believe it, and we did. And then next thing you know, me and them and Sydney's now during the race or whatever, if I'm on that track, I'll go over there and point at them. How about it, Camo Boys? Make some noise. Even though I'm talking to everybody. But, yeah, good group of guys. Yeah. They're hell raisers, but daggum, they have a good time. But, yeah, go ahead.
And let's see, who am I forgetting? Kason, my 3-year-old son. I know he can't really understand this, but maybe in the future he can go back and watch this. I love you, buddy. Uncle Choppy. Everybody, his real name's Brian Brown, but people that know him best call him Uncle Choppy. He's kind of responsible for stirring the pot and making this whole mess happen. So shout out to him. He's another one of my biggest supporters. I don't know what I'd do without him. And I think that's pretty much it.
So, you're just talking about your son there at 3 years old. The beauty of this is he does understand it. He at 3, he knows what I love you means, and he knows that Daddy is a race car driver. But 5 years from now, the good thing is this show is now on all. This is the first time this has happened. My new producer John Cox, we're now on every podcast platform that there is. That's pretty cool. So you can always go back and let him listen to this. So that's pretty cool. Brandon, thank you for being on. I want to say from all of us here at Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services, we want to say congratulations on being the 2025 Rookie of the Year at Bowman Gray Stadium. Buddy, don't let nobody tell you no different. That is a very big deal. I hope your family and friends and everybody's proud of you. I'm proud of you. Don't know you that well, but good job, buddy. That's a big deal, and hope you enjoy it, and looking forward to having you on again, man. Thank you for being a part of the show.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me. And appreciate all you do for the sport down there at Bowman Gray. You really shine some light on some things that need to have some light shown on them. So I'm thankful for you too.
Thank you, buddy. Y'all have a good night. And tell your wife, get with me, and we'll all have a meeting about this singing Home Sweet Home or Shout at the Devil, something real romantic.
Sounds good to me.
See you,
Appreciate
buddy.
it,
All right, bye. Is Peanut on?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Are you good?
Yeah, I guess.
You good?
I guess I am.
No, go ahead. Get him on. All right.
Hello?
Peanut. Oh, Peanut Petty. What's up?
What's up?
So me and Misty was texting back and forth. And for those of y'all watching, and now I got to learn to say listening on a podcast platform, we have on the line with us, I'm going to say a professional, Adam Baker. But we all call him Peanut. It's on his car, so it's Peanut, okay? Adam Peanut Baker's on the line. He is the 2025 Stadium Stock Rookie of the Year at Bowman Gray Stadium. And so he does not have my number. I did not have his number. Last Tuesday, a week ago, I made a text and had everything screwed up. I had Ethan as the Rookie of the Year over the whole thing. I mean, it was all, but it's all good. Somebody just made a mistake, and I ran with, but it's all good. So it got fixed, and here we are. I was doing a live, me and Sydney, and I was like, somebody tell Peanut if he wants to be on the show, come join us. But anyway, Peanut, congratulations on your Rookie of the Year. You had seemed like you had a good, you had a few blemishes, a bump in the road or two, but for the most part, man, it's, you had a good year. You had a very good year, and you've got a good group of people behind you. Tell us about your whole season in a nutshell, if you would, please.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate with the group of guys I was blessed with, like Chuck, Charlie, my dad. I mean, all those guys really helped me a lot when it comes to advice and just trying to teach me as much as they can every single time we get to the track. But we started out pretty good. Finished. We were going to finish fourth, but I got a little sideways coming under Levi, and we ended up hitting wheels, and I spun out. So we finished 14th that night. But rallied back, finished fifth the second weekend after me and Sydney got into it. I still really feel bad about that. But me and her got into it. Third week was pretty rough. I mean, we popped a motor. The very next week, we blew a strut. And then we just had a lot of troubles for 4 or 5 weeks straight with mechanical issues. But then we got very lucky and were just able to finish out the year strong with no damage and luckily without breaking anything.
What was your favorite? What sticks out to you for the whole season? What is it? We have 17 races, Ethan? Is it 17? All right,
17.
17 races. What stuck out the most to Peanut Baker this year?
I think our top 5 in the A race, whenever I think Chuck got sideways on the straightaway and him and the 2-car got together and we avoided it, but we were able to hang on to 5th, and I think that's probably my favorite memory just because, I mean, you're running with the top guys in the division, and picking up a top 5 is not easy to do with that group of guys.
So I was listening. I've done said it 4 times, but I am going to promote it as much as I can. We're now on all podcast platforms, and today, in my opinion, anybody that wants to have a good show, you got to listen to yourself where you screwed up, where you say something really stupid. I always say stupid stuff, but like really stupid. And Sydney was interviewing, talking to Blaze when he won. And Sydney said something to the fact that, wish it was an A race that you could have won. And I love my co-host with all my heart. Love her husband, love her family. I just, I don't look, that's like you, Ethan. A race, we want a B race. Or like Tim Brown, it was a B race. It goes back to what I said earlier about Bentley. There's no asterisk in the record books that says A or B race. And I don't like that it was a B race or I'm racing against the B race people. I'm a firm believer, Peanut, that by golly, if you strap in that race car and you go to Bowman Gray Stadium and you compete week in and week out, and here you are, Rookie of the Year, that speaks volumes, man. So, and You were in both. I mean, it seems like I can't remember all the way back. I can't remember past last week to be honest. But it to me, I kind of wish people would try to label it B race as a bad thing. B stands for bad, maybe, or I don't know what the hell they're thinking. But it's I really wish that when you compete at Bowman Gray Stadium and you go out there and do what y'all do, A, B, K, Z, it don't matter. I mean, it to me. I feel like that y'all you go out there and compete, and it's whether it's the B or the A. Once again, you're competing, and it's not like driving down the beach or something.
Yeah, I've said multiple times winning a B race pays the same as winning an A race, so it really don't matter. But it's just always, knowing in the back of your head that you got the top, the 8 fastest, 10 fastest cars in the group, and you're able to hang with them, your first season.
Yeah, that's a big deal. You got something to talk to Peanut. I got my little buddy Bentley. Do you know Bentley Black?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Bentley.
Yeah, it don't matter what race. If you're in victory lane, it matters a lot.
You're the winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's that's what I'm trying to say is A B. See, we ought to live like tonight. You're racing in the L race and you're in the Z race. I mean, it don't matter.
Heat race, A race, B race, whatever it is, you're still in victory lane.
Yeah, it doesn't say heat race 1 or heat race 2 in that victory lane behind you, does it, Bentley?
No. It just says whatever racetrack.
What about
it's Bowman Gray? They don't have nothing.
What about old Joe Turnipseed? You reckon his said finished behind Bentley? I better look at my page. I probably got death threats. There's my buddy Daniel
Johnny
Harris.
Appleseed's going to whoop you up.
Who?
Johnny Appleseed's going to whoop you up.
Oh, Johnny Appleseed. I like that even better than old Ted Turnips. I done forgot his dang name.
Greg Tumbleson.
Greg Tumbleson. Oh, Greg Tumbleson. Don't make me put Daniel Harrison on that boy. I tell you what. But yeah, that Peanut. When are you getting married?
Shoot. Gotta be a while for that. I gotta at least finish college.
Okay.
I get done in December.
That ain't too long. Y'all get married in February, and y'all get married on the 14th, and I'll sing on the 15th. What's her name?
All right.
What's her name?
Cameron.
I always wave at her like I've been knowing her since she was 3, but it seems like you got you a good girl. And I'm going to say this once again, a group of people, your dad and Christy and that whole group right there on that back row. It's like when I pull up, because I partner right there with y'all. And, it's cool to get out and see all y'all and seeing your girlfriend run behind you with her headset on, trying to keep up and going back and forth and everybody. But it's just, you got to, and that's so important. I say it on this show all the time, is that family. And people, you look outside the box of our group of people here, and we all are going to talk about each other and thump each other and what have you. But, it is really one big happy family, and especially over there in y'all's little corner with Chuck and Sydney and everybody. It's pretty cool, man. What's you going to race again in the stadium stock for next year?
We're planning on running a couple races. I don't know if we're really going to go for a full season. It just depends on, finances and stuff like that. But I know we're somewhat planning on going up to ace majority of the year.
Yeah.
For next year.
Right. So when everything was happening, I'm going to ask you, and I'm asking them all. Might even ask Bentley here in a minute. But about 5 weeks before the season ended, what'd you think about everything that was going on? I mean, it was a lot of focus on those sportsmen. If I was a driver in a modified or a stadium stock or a street stock, I'd be like, oh, Lord, look what they're doing to them. Daddy, you better put the right stuff on them tires. Was that intriguing or interesting to you in the least bit? I mean, or just like, hey, the heck with it, we're good, it don't matter. But I'm just saying over and all, the effect that it was having, the words that was be saying, and this person's pointing fingers at that person. What'd you think about all that?
I mean, it definitely raised some eyebrows in our section of the pits because we're all like, oh, snap, they might be looking at mini stocks for soak. I mean, Bowman Gray, everybody's soaked there for the last 30 years. I mean, it is what it is. But mainly, we're all just trying to make sure that if they did come to the stadium stock division, we're all prepared, just so you didn't get costed on the national points. If you're like Chuck or Brandon or AJ, I have no idea what they were doing with their tires, but I know they were trying to be smart about it if they were doing it.
They're very smart. Everybody's you just named, yeah, they're very smart. There's yeah, but I thought that was very to me. I mean, I like I've said it earlier. I wish that next year. I wish don't when I say this, it don't matter what Chris Carter wishes, okay? But I wish going into next year that there will be a lot of tracks have the come to Jesus meeting beforehand. They do, and they even let the drivers have input or whatever. But but I wish there would be some kind of somewhere. Heck, they can come on Talking Circles with Chris Carter anytime. I mean, this is what we do here. We are Bowman Gray related, but I just wish that somebody somewhere would let everybody from your division, Peanut, all the way up to Ethan Trule's division in the modifieds. It's like, okay, boys, modifieds, here's what we got. Here's what you can bring. Here's what you can't do. Sportsman, street stock, stadium stock. I wish there would be. And then there's another part of me that goes, well, they don't owe you, me, or Ethan, or Bentley, or anybody no explanations, because we all got to remember this. I get paid by NASCAR. Your money is you drive at a NASCAR track, but at the end of the day, we all are puppets on a string, and we just do. They say how high. I just say how high. They say jump, Chris. I say how high, brother.
And definitely made a lot of people upset in the sportsman division. You know, they cracked down on it with like 5 weeks left, and everybody's having to change their stuff now. So I think it would be great before the season, I think, to let everybody know what to bring to the track. So they're not showing up in cars that, shouldn't be running up front and have a run up front. But everybody should be on an equal playing field, I think. And that goes for the mini stocks all the way up to the modifieds, especially sportsmen. It's been getting out of hand for the past couple of years. And, I wouldn't say I'm glad they cracked down on it because they probably didn't do it at a good time. But, it kind of changed the points come out and outcome in the sportsman division. So hopefully next year they kind of let us know what to bring.
And that ship's unsailed. That's it. I ain't gonna bring it up again. I'm done. Peanut. So, you ever thought about racing on dirt?
I can't really say I have. No.
I think you should try it. We got a car. We're gonna let you. What are you shaking your head at, Bentley?
No dirt. I don't like it. You have to clean your car for like 3 weeks after.
Bentley. As your new agent, you be quiet for a second, okay? You race a legend on dirt, and you're really gonna get good. You go get on dirt, and you're gonna get really good, okay? We're gonna get you on dirt. We're gonna put you in a 525 dirt late model. We got one at Friendship that we're going to let you drive. You hear that?
Okay,
His
I'll
mom
drive a dirt late model a couple times, but not as long as I don't have to clean the car and as long as it's not mine.
Listen, kiddo, we have to teach good etiquette. You've got to work on. You've got to get dirty and get under that car. We'll put it on jack stands, and you get under it with a pressure washer, and you'll have to wear goggles and a rain suit.
Sounds horrible to me.
I'll just take the body off.
Yeah.
See, he's already got it figured out. Just take the body off.
But then you got to put it back on, and then it'll just get
No, that's what Tony Black's for.
Yeah.
Well, Peanut, I'm just saying that for a reason. I'm going to be at Friendship Speedway, whenever it opens, which is going to be soon. There's a lot going on, but I'm going to be at Friendship doing communications director, marketing, PR, announcer. Probably got too much on my plate, but I'd love y'all to come out there and at least visit with us and have a good time. That's all.
Are they going to add Crown Vics to the schedule?
Not every. Oh yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, it's 6-0. Let's see. I think the 525s will be racing there a lot. 604, 602, 602 mid-ish modifieds, Crown Vics, and
the front wheel drive.
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
I'll drive a modified. This is what I really want to drive.
Do you on dirt?
Yeah, on dirt. I really want to just one on asphalt, but I might come race dirt.
Okay, we're gonna make it happen for you. Peanut, what is who do y'all have? Yeah, you got spotters in the stadium stock. Who's your spotter?
I have multiple. It just depends on the week or who's available. It's usually Austin Taylor or Boo Boo Dalton. But if they're both busy with the Cars Tour or Boo Boo's Rent a Ride stuff, I'll have Brent Mickle fill in, and he's usually outstanding. I mean, he does all the spotting for Jason Myers and them.
Yeah,
I love whenever he
yeah.
jumps on the mic with us.
I think I should be your spotter one day. So listen, I'm not lying. At Mobile Speedway for Jason Beecham, he was racing the street stock, and I was PR guy, and I had a radio and everything, and I was working at the track, and it was a spotter. That was the funnest thing ever. Had a Mobile Speedway official shirt on. But yeah, you got a good one. Yeah, he's good at what he does. Well, man, look, you're the 2025 Stadium Stock Track champion, Rookie of the Year, and that's I'm putting the cart before the horse. Imagine that. That's a big deal, buddy. That's a big deal. It's well deserving. You're a good kid, and I'm gonna say it for the fourth time since you've been on this phone. You are surrounded by such a good group of people. Everybody but Susan Leonard. That's Susan Leonard until I'm lying. I love Susan. She just gives me a hard time about them Georgia Bulldogs. I will say this about Susan.
You know, she would be proud of me for saying this. Go Dogs.
All right, bye. Cut it off. Nah. Hey, look, he moved. Did y'all see him over there? He was going to move. That's my buddy. So I will say this about Susan. Somewhere in these 17,000 pictures that I have, I do have a picture somewhere of her wearing an Alabama hat and taking a picture for me. So I can't talk about her. She loves her team, and I love mine. And we play in like 3 weeks, Alabama versus Georgia in Georgia. And I'll probably leave the country for a couple of days when that game comes on. Turn my phone off. Peanut, there's a lot of people to thank, buddy. I want you to take this minute, if you would, to thank family, friends, sponsors, girlfriends, ex-boyfriends, whoever. Thank everybody.
Hey, man, you can't be calling up the ex-boyfriends now.
I forgot. I wasn't supposed to say nothing.
Come on. I mean, of course, we got my mom and dad, of course. I mean, if it wasn't for them, none of this would be possible. Whether it's, I mean, my dad, anything I need financially or just advice-wise, he's always there for me to lean on. My mom, I mean, you know her, she's crazy. She's always there with energy. She keeps it all lively and energetic at all times. Chuck and Christy, I mean, if it wasn't for them, honestly, I wouldn't be racing because this car was theirs until we took it over. They built it, I think him and my Uncle Danny built it in 2006 or 2007. And this car's been around since then. And he just never really wanted to get rid of it. So we just eventually inherited it, I guess. Obviously, my girlfriend, she's really big on support and being the loudest in the stands, you know. She drew every single week this year, I'm sorry. She drew second, I think, 5 times for me, which is kind of insane.
I knew that. I knew that girl was good for something. I knew it. Go, Cammy.
Every time I draw,
she drew.
Draw the back or
I think
the
she drew second 6 times this year. 5 for me and once for Zach. That's the time he started outside pole when Blaze won.
Okay, so those of y'all that are interested, my name's Chris Carter, and I'm now not only Bentley Black's new agent, I'm Cammy's agent. If you'd like for her to draw for your position next year, just contact me, Chris Carter, 336-541-0350. It's $100 a draw. Get in touch with us, and we'll put you to the front. Go ahead.
Funny part is that is actually what she told Grayson Keaton a couple weeks before the season ended. She told him it was $100 per second place.
See? There you go. Go ahead, buddy.
All my sponsors, we got Taylor's Water and Sewer Company, Cook's Electrical Solutions LLC, Summit Automotive LLC, Kimono Japanese Restaurant, Little Donuts, John Baker Plumbing, Property in Carolinas, Ross Dalton Racing and Development, Jeff Thornburg Construction, Steel Graphics and Designs, Frida's Mexican Kitchen, Bay Area Bears, Hitting and Pitching, Creative Intentions by Misty Baker, Shooting Targets USA, CW Garage, and Printline Tees.
Kiddo, I know I don't know you like Brandon Brown, like know you, but I know you enough to say this to you. I'm proud of you. You did a good job. You represent those around you very well. You represent your sponsors very well. You're a good kid. You just keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna go a long way on this in this life. Okay.
I really do appreciate it, man.
Take care, buddy. Good to have you on. Anytime you want to be on, just give me a call.
Thank you, man.
See ya. Oh, Peanut. I like saying it. And there he is. He's coming into turn number 1. It's the number 22 of Peanut Baker. Like I'm at a circus or something. All right. Hey, you want to take a commercial break? And then we're going to let Ethan talk about some things he's got going on.
And then I could go eat.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You can go eat. What about your new agent? You going to feed him?
Only if he puts me on the show. I'll play Sydney.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'll play Sydney.
You gonna play? You want to be for full time? So you're gonna if you'll feed me tonight, so you can be on full time.
Okay.
All right, I need you to call Sydney and tell her all this, okay? And we'll see how that goes. All right, we're gonna take a commercial break. Y'all don't go nowhere. Remember, I love each and every one of you. I appreciate your support. We thank y'all for tuning in. It means a lot to all of us here at Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Just remember your clothes and the light in your hair. I'll be over the hills in a minute or so. If you need me, just blink and I will let you know. The location is close by a safer place.
Jimmy Brown of J&T Services buys junk, unwanted vehicles of all types. He removes scrap metal, specializes in trash removal and eviction cleanups. Whether it's a bed or a table or even old washer and dryer, Jimmy Brown, you don't play around. Serving the Triad area since 2007, J&T Services is firefighter owned, and you can reach them at 336-341-1171, or you can go to J&T Services on Facebook. Since 2006, 5 Points Tire and Auto works hard to earn your trust and loyalty. They know how important it is to find a Winston-Salem car service you can rely on, so your satisfaction is their top priority each and every day. Their professional automotive service offers you years of combined expertise from their well-trained technicians. They treat their auto repair professionals well because they value their skill and can-do attitude. They know their team sets them apart, saving you, the customer, time and money, not to mention worry. When it comes to auto repair in Winston-Salem, 5 Points Tire and Auto is totally confident they are the best option in town. They're located at 3075 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and their hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Hey, my name is Gavin Robbins. Welcome to Robbins Sandblasting.
Hey, I'm Michael Robbins. I'm a third-generation sandblaster. Alongside of my parents, Eddie and Shirley Robbins, we are Robbins Sandblasting. In December of 1954, my grandpa, Buddy Robbins, started Robbins Sandblasting. Over the past 65 years, there have been many of cars driven in this driveway. Some have come and gone, others have become friends, but many have become family. With the fourth generation standing here, it's our job to teach them how the rust meets the dust. So from our family to yours, thank you for 65 years.
Welcome back, Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services. We are live coming at you from the Choice Tire and Automotive Studios. We are in Lexington, North Carolina. Andrew, let me ask you this real quick. Right there, as I'm listening, on that commercial, does the commercials? Do you do a knob to turn the commercials up from our regular stuff on that board?
I don't have one bound right now, but
Right. I was just wondering. I was noticing that on the listening to it on Spotify that it was weird. I was just wondering. I'd heard it, made me think of it. Anyway, I want to thank publicly before we get talking to Ethan and little buddy Bentley that he's been with us for a couple of months. He's done an excellent job. He got his trial by fire, but we are parting ways on very good terms. He's here tonight. He gave me a 3-week notice, not a 2-week notice, and he's going to be going on the 2nd. But he's done an excellent job. I'm very excited about John Cox coming aboard. He's already done a lot, and he is really going to work out good for us. I'm very proud to have him on board. So I'm way behind with sponsor stuff as far as commercials. I'm very well aware. But me and John's fixing to get out on the beaten path and knock some of that out as well as some other things. So we'll be getting back caught up here at Talking Circles with Chris Carter. But Andrew, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for what you've done. You being a new dad, how's that working out for you? You getting a little better sleep now with that? How's that kid? 3 months or 2 months?
she will be 3 months tomorrow.
So he's been with us 3 months. Actually, longer than that because with the, he was there. I met your wife and you when we were in April.
Yeah.
Actually, at the Nash. So, so he's been with us pretty much through the whole Bowman race season. But, Andrew, thank you for what you've done, buddy. You've done good work.
Yep.
Ethan, you are the 2025 modified Rookie of the Year at Bowman Gray Stadium. And I'm going to tell you, like the others I've talked to tonight, that's a big deal, bud. Congratulations. It's well deserved.
Yeah, I mean, I was, we're really trying to win the overall Rookie of the Year, but, to be able to win the, just modified Rookie of the Year, still an achievement for our team, and, we're happy about that, and hopefully next year we can get a little bit higher in points. I think we finished 13th or 14th in points this year. Not that good or not really where we want to be, but, we just got taken out of some races that weren't really our fault, and got, just things happen like normal Bowman Gray. So, we had a great car all year. The team worked really hard. I think we tried everything, new shocks, every different package there is over there, trying to find speed. And then we dropped the motor in with about 2 races left and qualified 7th, I think, and we got the redraw, played the game, and we got the redraw when we started first next race, and then really just didn't get a chance to show what we had. I think we had a good car, and we've been having a great car all year, and we've always been at morning practices and showing up, and we're like, man, this car's gonna be good tonight, and then everybody's good, and it's just really hard. It's very competitive in the modified division. It's a lot of money, and then the tire game is pretty hard, and we've had a lot of great races this year, just didn't get to really capitalize on them.
Did we go live on TikTok?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought we did. So I remember when you led that race, and Randy Pulliam, I said, this kid's fixing to mess around and get him one. And you know what? You did good. You did. I'll tell you this. Jonathan Brown, John Boy, admires you and what you do, and that's a big deal. He carries a lot of clout around that place.
Yeah, he's another one that I've looked up to.
Yeah, well,
racing for sure.
He thinks a lot of you. Your fan, he's what because I asked him. I said, "Tell me about this Ethan." That's how I really kind of when you first got there. I'll never forget it. It was a '64 car, and I dug a little bit, and Jonathan told me it was the one that really. Then I done a little more digging. Then I was like, "Oh, I do know this name from Legend Cars," and so I mean, you've talked about this before on this show, but for the people in the back listening at home, listening going down the road, because we are now on all the podcast platforms. The transition from that legend car, I think that would be the best way. I was talking about it earlier about jumping from a legend to like it was like funny or not, but it's not. That's as his new agent. I'd say, boy, let's get into a legend car and go from that legend to a modified. Do you feel like the legend car really helped you with that transition? Because the difference in horsepower, but I've always said this, and correct me if I'm wrong, that a legend car, even though it ain't a whole lot of horsepower like what you got in a modified, I think it's too much horsepower for the size of the tire in that car. So therefore, I think it makes it really hard to drive. Tell us the transition from legend to a modified.
It's not really different, honestly. The car's wider because it's a full-blown car, the little legend cars. A lot of people like to call them cute because how small they are, and I'm like, this thing ain't cute. I get a little offended by the cute comments when I race them, but they were really fun to drive, and it took a lot to drive those things, and a lot of people don't see that how hard those things really are to drive. So when you actually drive one and you get good, then most likely you're going to be able to get in any race car and be good, just because how much car control it teaches you. The legend cars are a great stepping stone.
Bentley,
Yeah.
was you listening?
Yeah.
See, your new agent is leading you in the right direction.
His daddy's smart enough. His daddy will take him down the right path.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm ready to get in this late model truck.
Mm-hmm.
You've been saying that for the last 2 years you've been on this show. Where are you going to race a late model truck besides Dylan?
Besides Dylan, Florence, hopefully Caraway, I think about Dylan.
I'm gonna have
Florence.
to. We're gonna have to cancel those plans, buddy. That we need
Bowman
you.
Gray.
You probably want to run out of the stadium.
Trucks. I don't like it. I don't think that. I don't believe racing a late model truck, whatever they're called these days. I don't think that's going to advance or teach you. Do you, Ethan? I think he needs to get in a. I think the legend car. Keep driving that Crown Vic. Race the legend some. Did you hear Ethan? Car control, kiddo.
We got an '84 modified 602 that he could play around with.
Yeah, now we're
I'll
talking.
take that.
Yeah, I'll take
He's
that.
need to go to Caraway when he's free, and we can go to mess around a little bit and have
I'll
some
be
fun.
free anytime to drop that.
Yeah,
I really think that would be. I'd love to see that because I really think the kid can do good. And there's a lot of people but Bentley's got a big fan base. Listen to them over there. They act like they are talking about the Vietnam War over there or something. What are y'all doing? Y'all bonding? Talking about Bentley? Yeah, we are too. Your big. What was your biggest accomplishment? Yes, Rookie of the Year is a big deal because that's going to be in the record books. Your name's in there forever. What was what stood out to you, Ethan Trull, the most this year racing at Bowman Gray in a modified?
probably the one race that stood out to me the most was that Hunter Lapper where I led in, like the first 30, and then me and Danny Bone battled side by side for about 10 laps. And you know, after the race, I think I had a few people come up to me and be like, "Man, I ain't seen that kind of driving in 20 years." And he's like, "Why are you not racing the Cars Tour or something like the Smart Tour?" And I'm like, "Man, well, you know, I got sponsorship to race the stadium, and you know, I'm grateful for what I got, and this is what I got, so I'm going to try to make do with what I got." You know, I'd really love to run the Smart Tour. It's just a lot of money, and it takes a lot of people, dedicated crew, to go out, and I have a really dedicated crew to the stadium. But just running the Smart Tour, you have to travel and get hotels and stuff, and you know, we're not ready for that yet, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. But definitely the Hunter Lapper stood out the most. It just really showed, I think, some people kind of who I was, and you know, I was really happy with it, even though I thought I could lead a little bit more. But
when you know, for the life of me, some things I remember really easy and some I don't. But I can remember those laps with you and Danny Bone, and you know, they're not. There's a lot of them race you clean, but that's one good that's going to race you hard, but clean at the same time.
Yeah, I think we touched Nerf bars like one time.
Yeah,
But
that's
one thing I still look at is like he never passed me. You know that caution
right.
came
Right.
out.
Yep. You're right.
That caution came out. I mean, he might have passed me. We were still struggling with getting some things together that early in the year. We a little bit down on motor for sure, and tried to play with that and do the best we could with what we had. Like I said, and the rear end, and we're just doing the best with what we had. And Danny is a really good driver, really talented driver,
champion.
Yeah, it was cool to race with a guy that's drove in the truck series before.
Yes,
and be able to run side by side.
Absolutely, and y'all did put on one heck of a show when y'all done that.
But the main part about the stadium, just don't overdrive it when you're in the lead. Ride around. That's what I do.
Yeah, you got to keep them behind you, but sometimes they can get a little bit too.
Yeah, and at the stadium, I think there is a lot of overdriving, even because what I like to do, even in a race, but especially at practice, if I go to the infield or whatever, I like to see where y'all lift at going down that back stretch. I'll watch, and I can just about when y'all going down there, I'll do that right there, just messing with people. It's like clockwork. Thing is, if there's 15 of y'all, 12 of those 15 is right at the same place.
Oh yeah, they are.
I think Tim, Bert. Yeah. I mean, it's y'all drive. Brandon Ward will drive it. He drives that modified like in. Sometimes I'm thinking too deep. I mean, listen. This is just me doing my own little weird game in my head that I do. But now you drive it in pretty deep. You're about half more than what some are.
Yeah.
But Brandon, oh Lord, man,
it sticks, don't it?
Yes.
They got it figured out. One thing that my dad told me is if I get a chance to be in the lead, he's just calm down. He's like, I know this is not what you're used to, but just brake and just let him hit you. Just let him hit you. Let him beat that back bumper off. Just let him hit you.
Yeah.
And just take off down the straightaway. And I tried to do that as best as I could. I got a little nervous up in the lead, and I'm like, I got to go, or they're going to run me over. Like, I got to go. And the car was handling decent that night. Not the best it's been all year, but we did the best we could that night, and just had some factors that played into it that didn't go our way.
Is there a chance of you doing any smart tour races this year?
So there is. Me and Dad are looking at running Franklin County the 20th. I really love that track. I won 5 races there last year, something like that. I think 5 races. And I got over 1,000 laps around that place at least, just because of how many times I've went and tested there. That place is very fun and that was actually the first place I ever drove a modified, was at that track. So it was very fun. And I think we got our equipment together, and I think we'll be able to run decent. I'm not saying we're going to go light it on fire, light it up, but I think we're going to be able to have a good run for what we got.
Weren't you in the lead at Ace, but the battery cable come out?
Yeah, I should have won the Rodney Cook last year. But that was
Did you win at Franklin County or?
What, in a legend car?
No, in the modified.
No, I just tested.
Oh.
But he raced 5 times, winning 5 times in a legend.
And then I went to the Lonesome Pine, and that was fun.
Yeah, Lonesome Pines is a really fun track.
You like that one, don't you, Bentley?
It ain't as fun. Dylan's still on top.
Is it?
You really like Dylan that much?
Yeah, I like Dylan. It's different.
Fun.
It's like
3 and 4 is different at Dylan. That's a driver's track.
He better not go back to Dylan. Johnny Turnip says he's going to get on that ace, boy.
If he can have something. He only has something down the straightaway.
Didn't have enough, did he, Bentley?
No. We always try to work through the corners, not down the straightaway.
I will help promote any driver at any track, dirt or asphalt. I will walk barefooted through roofing tacks and broken glass to help a driver. If one thing that I could say that would make a business or a brand help either one of these, there's not a driver out there that could always use some help. I'm going to talk about this one right here real quick. Ethan Truitt, 16 years old. Car control, attitude. Listen to the way he talks. Everything about this kid is good. Good parents, the people around him. Bryce Nelson, Ryan's son, is his spotter. This is a total package type deal. Now we're gonna get to you in a minute, buddy. I'm your agent. Don't worry about that, okay? But I want if anybody out there is interested in putting your name, I'll go ahead and not even. I ain't said nothing to him about it. If you got $100, 500 or 5,000, they can work something out for you. So if you just want to help
Definitely
this,
can work something out. We
Yeah.
will always do our best to promote y'all. I
they
have great-
promote Big B Coffee
Yeah.
to a T. And it's like, that's they get a lot out of me. The number 64 is Big B Coffee modified. I don't know of anybody else on the car that I remember off the top of my head. A lot of that's when I just see it and I say it, and I try to do my best to do that for all y'all there.
What about BK Auto and that 64 machine?
BK Auto?
It is. It's on the little hood. It's on the side of the hood.
Damn, now I feel bad. Anyway, all right, moving right along here. Y'all can get in touch with him on Facebook, TikTok, reach out to me. I will connect y'all. But, yeah, this kid at Franklin County will be somebody to keep your eye on. That's your daddy calling, wanting to know why you're still here. All right, let's talk about you because I'm going to speak up good for you because you've won a lot. You've done a lot. You're a Crown Vic champion at such a young age at Caraway. And we've been joking and carrying on a lot, but if Bentley Black had his way, what do you want to race next year?
Definitely, probably a Cars Tour car or a Wheeling Tour car.
Billy Gregg has wore off on you so bad.
I don't want to drive a legend car. A modified or a late model. Or truck.
He wants to go right up. He's
Well,
ready to go.
Well, that's good and it's bad. Okay, let's just keep it real. Let's crawl and then walk. I think you're fine with what you're doing. To be honest, if you do another year in Crown Vics, and what's good, and Ethan said it, I'll say it. The people out there that knows your daddy, Tony Black, wheelman, and he knows what he's doing with you. Okay. I also like the fact that he's taking you to these different tracks, okay? A driver that stays at one track and they're the local hometown hero, there's nothing wrong with it. But if you're going to advance your career and have any type of chance to make it at an upper level, you've got to go to other tracks. We'll talk about Chase Robertson real quick. That's what they're going to go and do other stuff. And, that's what else does Chase have to prove at Bowman Gray? I mean, he can sit there like Ronnie Clifton and win 9 or 10 championships. Nobody ever win 8 in a row again. Nobody. Ronnie Clifton, that record will never be broke at Bowman Gray Stadium ever.
But if you get stuck at Bowman Gray, it's hard to go to another track. It's hard to
get away.
Yeah, it's hard to be fast at another track.
It is.
And that's weird to me because you don't come from over there across the street to this track at Bowman Gray and just, I'm a driver on down. I'm gonna do that ain't the way. But the people that go from there other places, it's almost like, and we could split hairs and all that because I'm going to support our guys regardless. So, Bert can't win if he ain't at Bowman Gray. Bull, he's a smart modified tour champion. So, I get what you're saying, but I'm also a firm believer that if you can race, I hear all the time, if you can make laps and you can win and compete to win at Bowman Gray Stadium, there's nowhere on this planet you can't go race.
Christian Joyce, he's won at Carteret, Ace, I think, Caraway.
Yeah, there's another one.
Dylan Ward, he puts it on them everywhere.
Yep.
That Billy Gregg, your Uncle Billy Gregg's taught you well, ain't he?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get him in.
I will say that the stadium does teach some bad habits. I will say that.
I mean, yeah, we all have those, though, right?
But I'm saying compared to if you go on the Smart Tour, some folks around the stadium like to get around there. A little bit different, they like to block a little bit more. And it's kind of, I would compare the stadium to driving up north. I mean, them dudes are rough up north. Them Yankees are rough. I like to watch the Wheeling Tour sometimes, and I'm like, man, these guys, they put it on.
Ron Silk and
but they're talented.
Right? Yes,
they're
you
talented.
can't take nothing away from them. You're right.
Harley Hartling is a good driver.
Hartley is great.
Harley.
Yeah, you best. Very. Yeah. I mean, you know, you're a good driver. You're a great driver. You're a great driver. I've said it earlier on the show. Peanut Baker's a great driver. Everybody, in my opinion, you're a great driver. Now, some's greater than you, some's worse than you, or whatever. Remember the three rules with Chris Carter here on this show. 3 types of talent: God-given talent, taught talent, no talent. You suck. Y'all both have got God-given talent, and you both conduct yourselves well, and what have you. So, once again, if anybody's interested in putting your name on Bentley Blacks, he's got a couple of races the rest of this year. And Ethan Truel right down here at 16 years old, he will represent your company, your brand real well. Help, you know, they're going to Franklin County, but they probably like to go to another racetrack or
We
so.
would definitely like to go run at Tri-County.
There-
Tri-County is
see?
another one.
And if he goes to Tri-County, I go to Tri-County.
Y'all hear that?
He
Tell
can drive. He can do double duties.
He can drive
a
your Crown Vic?
Not mine. He can drive our backup car.
I would do something like that.
Don't you have 3 of them?
Yeah, we actually have 4.
Okay.
Tristan McKee was supposed to drive the.
He's
our
fired.
other
He's
backup
fired.
car.
He's fired. Well, I fired him 2 weeks ago. He was going to come drive Chase's car, actually. That whole thing. Anyway, I don't even want to talk about all that. Okay, so here, yeah. All right, so Chris Carter, Tristan McKee, Bentley Black, and Ethan Truel, a 4-car team in the Crown Vics. We coming for you, people.
We're going to put it on them.
I'm going to be the lead, man. I'm going to show them boys how it's done. I ain't going to never lift Bentley.
Yeah.
Well, you can try that.
Do you think it'll stick?
It won't stick, but you can try. Yeah.
Do I need to burp it going into one, or just throttle lift and throttle back?
Or do it different. Wet off down the straightaways and get on it in the corners.
I'm just going to follow you and do what you do. How about that?
That's fine.
All right, there it is. That's the new Wonder Team. Ethan Truel, Bentley Black, Chris Carter, and Tristan McKee. Now, I'm just kidding. Tristan's all professional stuff. Spire Motorsports, Ryan Sparks. Be good. Tell him, Kristen, what are you doing racing a Crown Vic somewhere? All right, it was a good show. Yeah, I really enjoyed y'all being on. I enjoyed Brandon Brown being on, and my little buddy Peanut Baker singing at his. I got 2 weddings to sing at, y'all. Isn't this great? You got another 20 years for yours that's coming. You can let your Uncle Billy Gregg. There's Brian Sykes Jr. Look, see, he wants me. Now Brian Sykes Jr. wants me to sing at his wedding. Now I got to see that. Oh, he's talking about this 4-car Wonder Team.
Or you.
I'm gonna put because Tristan can't because he's got to do the big boy.
He can still come have fun.
He's an Oracle winner. He ain't gonna mess with her junk.
No, we're gonna put Brian Sykes. So it's me, you, Ethan, Brian Sykes Jr. now.
And let's do a 5. We'll have Billy Gregg.
You got 5 cars?
Yeah, we can always.
Tony
do 5
Tony
cars.
can make one.
In about a day, huh?
Yeah.
No, we gotta. Corey Rose puts the cages in the cars. And it's probably gonna take him a week to do them because he's slow.
Look. Misty said Peanut's got some time, and now we got a 6-car team. Man, they're gonna hate us. What about old Donnie Turnipseed, boy? He ain't gonna like it when all of us come up to deal with it. What's his name?
Greg Tumbleson. Robbie Tumbleton's brother.
Oh, Greg Tumbleson. You're cheating with them doors, be 13-year-old kid. Darn it. All right, let's read sponsors. We are on Spotify. Everything. All podcast platforms.
No, listen on Spotify.
I knew Worm. Peanut Gallery's already split, Bentley. Worm, he raced like 3 figure 8 races. He's ready to be a race car driver. He's, Look, Bryce is going to be my spotter, not yours. He just said I'm spotting for Chris. Look. I'm lying. It didn't say that.
I was about to say, Bryce, we was about to have some words after this.
Oh, me. If you hear one of these people's business's brand's name, and if you can't go and get your car fixed or your tires or whatever, it doesn't cost any of you a dime to go and follow their Facebook page. Once again, I dedicate this show in the memory of Ricky Harrison, the father of Daniel and Philip and Sonny Harrison from H&H Auto, passed away Thursday right at 12:08. This show was in his memory and his honor, and we're all going to miss him. He was a good guy. He was the founder of H&H, and I've spent all day with Daniel yesterday, and he's been trying to hang out a few days and just be a good friend. And you know, it's he was talking to his daughter, and it's going to be hard going on without Dad. You know, when we lose a parent, we're not, you know, they're gone, they're not coming back, and it's just hard to adjust to, especially as you get older and what have you. And what happened to him was so fast, man. It was just like wormy. Anybody will tell you that hangs out with us, it was quick. But I dedicate this show in memory and honor of Daniel and Philip of H&H Autos. This is in memory and honor of their dad, Ricky Harrison. So with all that being said, y'all go to the H&H Auto Repair, like and follow that page, please. H&H Auto Repair, Race for Kids, which is raceforkids.com. Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, Precision Built Spindles, our buddy Jeff Day, Renee Hackett Realtor, Radical Fire Protection, Smoky Joe's Barbecue in Lexington, David E. Day, Inc., Coast to Coast Fishing Apparel, Madhouse, Harley Davidson, Blue Ridge Truck Lines, Suntan Magic in Mount Airy, Ideal Corn Affordable Septic, Enticing Ice and Little Donuts, Dutton's Safer Systems, Triangle Fitness Kernersville, Ideal Landscaping, JTV Sports Card and Memorabilia, my buddy Johnny Tilley, Brian Sykes and Brian Sykes Jr., Sykes Metal Roofing, Douglas Auto Electric and Battery, Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburgers, 5 Points Tire and Auto, my buddy Steve Stroud, The Garage Shop, Choice Tire and Automotive, Woodman Life Insurance with Jordan Anderson, S&P Lemonade. And this show is presented to you by J&T Services, DL Outfitters, Midway Dry Cleaners, JTA Soft Wash and Roof Cleaning, Coger Plumbing, Horsepower Kids, Harkey Litigation, Ever Ready Mixed Concrete, Robin Sandblasting, Mule Skinner Truck and Messer Media, Garage Doors of the Triad. Still got more to go. MJ Printing and Graphics. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We are having shirts made, Talking Circles with Chris Carter. I'm thinking about doing some hoodies as well, so if y'all are interested, please let me know. Once again, I'm having shirts made right now. I want to do some hoodies as well, but I don't want to get a bunch of hoodies. So if you might be interested, let me know if you think about it. I'll make another post when we're getting close to making an order, an account.
Can you put my name on the shirts?
Well, yeah. What do you want to write?
My name.
Like Chris loves Bentley. What?
I don't know.
Bentley loves Chris. What do I put?
Bentley, do you got a nickname?
Bentley.
Do you got a nickname, Bentley?
No. Not really.
Bentley the bootlegger? I don't know.
Oh, Bentley turnip seed. Mule Skinner Trucking. Right, let me back up, make sure. Harkey Litigation, Ever Ready Mixed Concrete. Went and seen them today, actually. David Adams and Michael Adams' his dad, David. Robin Sandblasting, Mule Skinner Trucking, Messer Media, Garage Doors of the Triad. MJ Printing and Graphics, Midway Music Hall and Event Center, Thunder Road Grill, Midway Mobile Storage, Make TV Great with Nate, Louis Custom Showers and Glass. Can you believe I just done that? Louis Custom Showers and Glass, KevinSaysYes.com, Velocity USA, Tea Time Sports Bar, Burke Street Pub, Captain's Retreat at Bear Creek, Soul to Bowl Food Truck, Squeaky Clean Express and Ceramic Coatings, Colfax Towing and Auto Repair. That's a few of them, ain't it?
Yeah.
So thankful for each and every one of these sponsors, and so thankful for all of y'all that tune in. Thank you for coming in, sitting in tonight. Once again, my co-host, Miss Sydney, she had to get her hair did, Bentley.
Oh, she don't have to come back next week. I'll be here.
I'm going to let you call her and tell her, okay?
Oh, yeah, I'll be on a cruise. No, she can fill in.
Okay, so she can come back next week, but then the next week she's gone.
Every time I go on vacation or racing, she's got to fill in.
And then after that, it's you're here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how she's going to tell. We can't three do it together. Sydney's that's my homie. She is my home skillet.
Okay, I guess she can come.
Us three?
Yeah.
Where are we going to put Ethan when he comes?
I don't know.
We got 4 mics.
We'll just kick Sydney out when he comes.
I'm telling old Dan Turnipseed on you, boy. All right, we appreciate each and every one of you. Ethan, thank you once again. I love you, little buddy. You're a good kid. We'll all work it out. You can be on here anytime that you want to, because I know your mama will bring you. All right, this 13-year-old's hungry. He's taking his new agent to eat. Ethan, once again, thank you. Thank you to all of you. Andrew, thank you for what you've done. Have a good life. Peace out, White Trout. thank you for your service. John, looking forward to working with you, buddy. Once again, lastly, do not forget, if you want to go back, we are on all podcast platforms, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon, Google, Iraq, Russia, Iran. Y'all be safe. God bless.